This is TOT Today. Brought to you by your friends at Cora Restaurants. Cora. Become a breakfast enthusiast. Welcome to the second edition of Bold Predictions on TOT Today. I'm Hawkeye the sports guy.
And I'm already bored. But, before my partner puts everyone to sleep with statistics, I would like to call your attention to today's sponsor. Cora Restaurants are sponsoring a contest to name our show. Please look at the blog to participate.
Really? The name of our show is changing? When did this happen?
Well, we do have a script, you know. I'm sure that looking up the career average of Calvin Russell is fun. But you could actually pay attention to the show once in a while.
Thanks for the tip. Now if you don't mind, I'm going to start the show.
By all means. I'm ready for a nap.
This could be a really interesting year for the dog catchers. 5 of their players hit over 600 last year. They were led by Don Curran, who hit a ridiculous 712. Kudnick and Turner both seem destined for a return to the top 25 list. Highhold and Hipken will look to repeat their great hitting from last year. Any team would love to have the energy brought by the trio of Cox, Sullivan and Polney. Steve Hunt and Vincent both were good offensively last year as well. Which of course brings us to Pistol Pete. Peter is a difference maker. A game breaker, if you will. Despite a down year offensively, he went 5 for 5 to knock the first place hurting units out of the playoffs. Offensively, this team should be among the best in the league.
That review was pathetic. Really? Did you trip over your cordless phone this morning? Gary Cox and Dave Polney on the same team and only 1 second base bag. Now that could be interesting.
Great work, partner. Back to important things. The Dusty Cleats are an example of what this league is all about. After a season that saw only 3 wins, they went on a spectacular run in the playoffs. Everything balances out, you just don't know when the balance will arrive. The Cleats struggled defensively at times last year. I don't think that will be the case this time around. The Dusty Cleats can now boast 2 700 hitters in Rob McCarron and Robin Dixon. Everyone else on the team is between decent and good offensively. Additionally, they will also have the ability to flash some leather. Britt Maybe is a slick fielder and John Harrod is solid in either the infield or outfield. Pulley and Dane can play multiple positions and are strong offensive contributors. Scott Barton is a guy that you do not want to overlook. He hit a strong 675 last year. This looks like a much stronger offensive team with some options defensively. This is a team on the way up.
You are the only person I know who could get stabbed in a shootout. Everyone knows McCarron does not play well with others.
The biggest improvement in this year's edition of the Grizzlies is their defense. They can now boast a real first baseman in Gord Robertson. Rob Hayward brings speed and energy to center field to go along with a huge bat. Bobby Smith is money at shortstop and Dave Argue can play to an elite level in the middle infield or center field. There are nothing but defensive options for the Grizzlies. Add to that the speed that Jerry Murhead and Jimmy Hunter bring and it starts to look great. Hopefully Jim Manel can keep Rob Farah on track. Bill is a bit of a wild card for the Grizzlies, a good offensive contributor that Rob is hoping can play the outfield. Dave Doucette should solidify things at third base. We'll see. It would certainly be sad to see that other captain out at third base again. Finally, the rookie Rene Simard will be challenged to crack the lineup in left field, but the jug he bought on draft day has helped his chances.
You must have been born on the highway.
And why would you say that?
Because that's where all the accidents happen. If Robertson and Manel are on the same team, you better hope you're playing basketball.
The Hot Tub Woodies are a really interesting team this year. I think they could draft all number 1s or all number 12s and they would essentially be the same team. Dancy and Hopkins will once again instill a fun atmosphere for this team and they will, as usual, end up being pleasantly surprised with the results. DeLand, Douglas and Dancy were all within 3 points of the 600 mark last year and Art Sargent wasn't far behind. Then add in the potent production of Avery, Como and Gleikoff and the Woodies should be able to produce more than their fair share of runs. Peterson is a coveted catcher that will have his work cut out for him in breaking in the new pitcher, Dave Kidd. Kidd will be the Woodies' wild card for 2011.
Honestly, if you were twice as smart you would still be an idiot. Unless Darcy gets knee braces for the entire team, they are going to be in trouble.
You know what? You are just a mean person. The Harden units took off out of the gate last year and never looked back. They had an incredible season. They won blowouts. They won close games. They seemed to win every game. Looking at this year's roster, it could be more of the same. The units are balanced. Even though they don't have a 700 hitter in their lineup, they only have one hitter below 527. The outfield has amazing potential with Mike Oliff, Richard, Chris Ross and the two Calvins. Jankman is a known pitcher of quality and is well respected. Taylor, Bob, Mooner, Georgie and Larkin give options all over the infield. There are no holes on this team offensively or defensively. I hate to put first-place pressure on these guys so early, so I'll just say top 5.
By any chance are your parents related to each other? That was a sorely lacking analysis as usual. Look for Calvin Steves in Chris Ross's fridge.
Let's recap. The dog catchers look like an offensive machine.
To make it to the end of their games, you will need caffeine.
The Cleats will be back with a vengeance this year.
If McCarron shows up on time, I will cheer.
The Grizzlies will be flashing leather like never before.
And I'll be with your mother, Shiza.
The Woodies are as balanced as they come.
And your reviews have all been done.
The units look to be like a complete team.
I guess it's okay for you to dream.
Please join us for the 3rd installment of Bold Predictions in a few days.
And please remember to suggest a name for our show.
I have a name for the show. How about The English Guy is a Pig?
How about The Moron Tries to Act Smart Show?
I don't really get it, but we will see everyone again on Thursday the 21st with the final preview show. Until then, I will be researching stats. And I will be face down in a bowl of peanuts on a bar counter.